Today we're going to talk about the mistakes, 3 mistakes people make when purchasing a canal home. Now, we're over in Cape Coral. There's over 400 miles of canals. So just keep in mind, not all canals are created equal. I'm a boat captain as well as a realtor here in Southwest Florida. Lived down here for over 18 years. Very familiar with canal homes. Done a lot of tours by water for folks, and we're going to jump into some of the things you really need to look out for. So let's talk a little bit about the mistakes buyers make when choosing a canal home in Cape Coral. One of the big ones is ignoring bridge heights and your boat size, the size of your boat. If you have a larger vessel that has say a lot of height to it, you may run into a situation where the type of boat you want to get is not going to fit underneath a bridge to get to your house. So you definitely want to know what type of boat you're going to plan on using when you're down here. And if it's a sailboat, you're definitely going to want what they call direct Gulf access with no bridges to contend with. If it's a smaller boat, like say fishing style, less than 25 foot in length and under 7.5 feet in height, you should be okay with most of the bridges here in Cape Coral. Now, we do have some maps available to show you bridge heights, so when it is time to buy a house down here, I can definitely help you out with making sure you don't make that mistake. You also want to make sure that the canal depths are going to be deep enough for the type of boat you're going to have when you're boating down here. Some of these boats are going to draft a little deeper than others, and depending on the tide levels, sometimes you're going to find that at a really low tide, it may be difficult for you to get your boat back on your boat lift. So just keep in mind that canal depths are also really important. So number 2 is choosing the wrong canal type for your needs. Now, what I mean by that is, if you are one of those folks who wants to be out on the water and utilizing all your time, out fishing and not putzing around canals, getting out, trying to get out to the river, the Caloosahatchee River, which eventually will take you out to the Gulf. You don't want to, be wasting time in canals. You want direct access. You're going to find that the homes or condos, single family homes, there's a lot of those available that have direct access, and you'll get out to the open water much quicker than you would otherwise. So if you're a serious boater and you want to have that quick access, then you definitely want direct access to the river. You have to keep in mind that the freshwater canals really aren't going to give you that same capability. They're more for show than they are for someone who's serious about taking their vessel out on the water. Now, if you're just looking, to use a canal for, say, fishing or kayaking, freshwater canals will work, and you'll also find that those type of canals are usually a bit less expensive. So, you're not going to be looking at as big a cost as you would, say, for a saltwater canal. So at the end of the day, you just got to remember that you got to match up your boating goals with your house or condo that you're looking at. So if you're a sailor and you have a sailboat, well, you're going to definitely want direct access to the Gulf with no bridges. And no bridges is the key. So that way you can get your sailboat right up there next to your house. Now, if you're not interested in having a boat or larger sailboat, vessel of that type at your house, but you still want to have water, behind your home. You can either find one on a lake down here or a freshwater canal. And freshwater canals are fun for folks too. I mean, a lot of people just want to get out and be in the outdoors, and you'll find that being able to go out kayaking or just going fishing is more than sufficient for most that don't want to invest in actually having a having a motorized vessel behind their house. So the third mistake I hate to see people make is purchasing a house that has a dock that's been damaged, or a lift that isn't working quite properly. These boat lifts and docks go through quite a bit. Being in the salt air and just in this type of an environment, things rust and corrode, and you'll notice that you'll see a lot of these particular boat lifts have, they're all made out of aluminum, trying to keep the rust from, getting the best of them. Plus, the other thing you really want to watch out for is the seawalls. Not everybody can see them from shore, and like I said, working with somebody like myself who is a licensed boat captain, has his merchant mariner's credential, we do a lot of showings for folks. They'll hire us basically to do waterfront showings, and we can from the water see if there's any real major seawall damage or not. So keep that in mind. To get a repair job done on a seawall can get really, really expensive really, really quick. Tens of thousands, if not more, dollars just for repairs. And if you have to replace a seawall, it can even get quite a bit more expensive. So just keep that in mind. One other tip is keep in mind too, if you do need to have a boat lift put in, you're going to have to get that permitted, and with the city, and those things do take time. So just keep that in mind. We really don't want the dock and the boat lift to become a budget buster. So if you can find one that has one in good working order, there is definitely quite a bit of value in that. So if you like this video and would like to see more videos like it, go ahead and click our subscribe button there on the right hand side. We try to get videos out at least once a week. My goal is really to try to help people not make these type of mistakes when purchasing waterfront properties. So again, if you have any questions on anything, please feel free to leave comments in the comments section. Hopefully this was informative, and beautiful day here in Southwest Florida. We'd love to help you if you are interested in either buying or selling real estate. My name's Chris Glaser. I'm a boat captain as well as a realtor, and please reach out. I am checking out.